Hey yo, what we're saying is your boy AJ, and it's that time again. We have almost confirmation, I say almost because it's not 100% certain just yet, but it's pretty almost certain that we're going to get GT for the worldwide download celebration, and that looks like it might be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. So for the last, I think, 3 worldwide download celebrations, well, there was download celebrations before, now they're worldwide celebrations. The last 3 have been Super and Extreme type, whereas rather with the anniversary it's both Super type, like it's a Goku Vegeta or Vegeta and Gogeta, stuff like that. Normally the worldwide celebrations are Super and Extreme, so I just wanted to go over what my predictions basically. So here's a bunch of stuff that I think would come with the GT worldwide celebration. Bearing in mind this would be like all part 1 stuff, not really like everything as a whole. So obviously dual Dokkan Fest, Super and Extreme version, new story mode for 2 new free to play cards, very similar to how I think it was the 300 million we had the Goku and Gohan and this Vegeta and Trunks, and then last year for the worldwide celebration we had the Goku and Hercule. I think we'll get probably two new free to play cards again, and that, it's not too bad. You get two probably decent cards, and they'll probably get EZAs during that time as well, like the other ones the aforementioned ones I mentioned a couple seconds ago. They'll probably get EZAs as well, maybe like part 2 or part 3 of the celebration, something like that. I also think a daily skill up stage for giant 8 power units would be a good thing, mainly for some of the Dragon Ball Heroes units. Now this could be anything, it could be giant 8 power, it could be GT Heroes, it could be GT Bosses, something like that. It could be any of those, but I think a daily skill up stage would be nice. There'll be, well, I'm saying there'll be, like there definitely will be, but I think there'll be a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage against GT Heroes. So more than likely starting off against like Goku, or like young Goku, small Goku should I say, because he's not technically young, he's just shrunk down. And then going on to like Trunks, Goten, Gohan, Vegeta, and then going to like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Could do something like that. Obviously we'll get a co-op campaign. The Memorial Dragon Stones will be something we'll probably get again. They changed it last year to how they did it previous years. So you get 1 Memorial Dragon Stone per, is it 50? Yeah, per 50 Dragon Stones spent. And then you can exchange those Dragon Stones for either tickets to some of a Dokkan Fest banner that includes everything from the very beginning of the game in terms of Dokkan Fest up until at that point last year was Namek Goku. So I assume this year it might, I don't know, I'll have to look into that, but yeah, do expect these to be back, and then maybe like a theme Battlefield versus GT Heroes or GT Bosses, something like that. And then yeah, there's probably interpretation for much more stuff to come. This wouldn't be enough probably for a part 1. There probably needs to be one more thing, maybe 2 more things, I don't know. But going on to the new units that I think will come, I am just going to go over the main units I expect. So the main LR on one side, the main LR on the other's banner. I'm not going to kind of go over like side units or the free to play units that I mentioned here. I just put 2 new free to play cards because that's what we kind of expect nowadays. So new unit number 1, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So the way I do these is I make the text here, I make the text they're typing, so they'll be super physical. Leader skill, I've gone for giant 8 power and decisive strike, category key 3, 170 to stats. Decisive strike, I had a bit of problem coming up with a name for something, because they've tended to over the last couple of years give us brand new categories for the worldwide celebration units. While I'd rather them not give us new categories and flesh out older categories, like maybe make them pure Saiyans lead, I don't know. But while I'd rather them do that, they're probably not going to. They're probably going to give us a new category. So decisive strike is kind of what I've gone for. I mean, it's the only other thing I can really think of. I was going to say something like unlikely alliance, but by this stage, Goku and Vegeta isn't an unlikely alliance, it's more of a likely alliance. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any different sort of leader skill that you'd give them, or any different category, because I really struggle with that one if I'm going to be 100% honest. So super attack, 12 key is after image strikes. So in the episode when Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta are fighting at the time of Mega Shenron, they do try to distract him by both doing the after image technique and trying to fuse through that way, but they could probably incorporate that into some sort of like attacks or something. I don't know. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy. Pretty simple. 18 key Kamehameha and Final Flash. Again, very similar to the LR standard counterparts. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. So it goes from raise attack defense to greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Passive skill for these guys, I've made it slightly just, not too crazy, but obviously they do transform. Well, fuse, should I say. So attack and defense 120 at the start turn. Pretty simple. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 40 when performing a super attack. Again, add a boost when you do a super attack. The only thing is, the added defense will take into effect after you're supered, so any attacks you receive before, you won't get that. Giant 8 power category allied key 2 and attack and defense 30%, so you do have that some sort of support type effect there, so you can run them as a floater if you really wanted to. And then it has basically the Super Saiyan 4 thing here, or the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta thing, where they have a high chance to evade enemy super attack and counter with tremendous power. Very similar to, again, I think it's a high chance that both the Dokkan Fest ones have. The older ones just got an EZA. They got an EZA during Golden Week. So the active skill for those guys would be obviously the fusion. Can be activated when HP 70% or less starting from the 4th turn. I think that is almost word for word or pretty similar to how STR Vegito works. I don't know, you'll have to correct me on that one. Obviously fusing into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So super attack for him, I've gone for 12 key multiform Kamehameha. So again, when Gogeta fights the Mega Shenron, he uses the after image technique and then does a bluff Kamehameha. But maybe this time, he just slides, a couple of real ones in there. So raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy with a high chance to stun. And then 18 key is obviously it's probably going to be more than likely 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha. Now we have had this attack done in the so-called new animations with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So they had to do something new with this one. So greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy with a high chance to become a crit. So that's pretty much the UI Goku and Vegeta, the ones that just are out now on year 6 anniversary on global. Very similar to how they are. Passive skill for this guy, I've gone for attack and defense 170% plus an additional attack and defense plus 5 per giant 8 power category ally on the team. So extra 30%, 35%, probably 30%. So you're looking around 200 to 205% attack and defense. Pretty powerful. Key plus 1 per physical key sphere obtained. So he has that sort of older in Gohan tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan kind of feel to him, but he only gets it from key spheres, physical key spheres. And 7% damage reduction per rainbow key sphere obtained. So these guys are going to probably work pretty well with the Golden Week units, the GT Goku and GT Vegeta, the Super Saiyan ones that do a rainbow orb change. And a high chance to evade enemy attack, super attack and counter correct power. Okay, yeah, so again, has that sort of thing in him. Again, I think it is a high chance as well with the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then the AGL Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 1, the EZA, and the EZA STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I do believe they all had that same high chance. I don't know if there's a great chance or good chance. I don't know. They all have a chance to evade and counter with tremendous power on super attacks. So you get a little bit of everything here. You get decent amount of attack and defense. Obviously, you get this whole thing here. The key plus 1 per physical key sphere, 7% damage reduction per rainbow key sphere. That makes it so, like I said, you'll want to probably run them maybe on a GT Hero team, alongside the GT Goku and GT Vegeta that we had for Golden Week. You probably want to run them with one of them. But also you might want to run them on the same rotation with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because they'll probably share. Well, I mean, this guy's going to be an LR, so they'll probably share 6 out of 7 links. They don't want to, obviously won't have his legendary power, because you know the Int one's not an LR. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Moving on to the other one. So obviously it's got to be Sin Shenron. I can't see it being anything other than Sin Shenron. If there is any other GT celebration that they're going to do that's a dual Dokkan Fest, I cannot see it being anything other than the final, well, pretty much the final fight of GT. So leader skill for this guy, oh sorry, he's going to be Extreme AGL. But leader skill for this guy, I've gone for GT Bosses and Shadow Dragons category Saga. Category, not Saga, just Shadow Dragons. Category Key 4 and HP attack and defense 170. So obviously GT Bosses needs another leader. We've only got 2 currently on JP, but 1 on Global, but it's a summonable LR. 2 on JP because they have the Int Shadow Dragon army on Battlefield at the minute. But the Shadow Dragons Saga, Shadow Dragons category, I keep wanting to say Shadow Dragon Saga because that's the only category that's in the game. Shadow Dragons category, there we go. So the Shadow Dragons category, obviously we only have really this guy. They'll have the Shadow Dragons from Battlefield, EZA, STR, Omega Shenron, physical Omega Shenron that could get an EZA, maybe during the celebration, I don't know, possibly. You'll have the Sin Shenron, the physical one that got an EZA as well. They'll also have obviously Oceanus, the Int one, Tech and physical Nova Shenron, and then they'll have all the rare and SSR Shadow Dragons, which probably the free-to-play units, I'd probably say one of them could be a Shadow Dragon, maybe Ice, or Ice could be like the second unit to this Sin Shenron on the banner, and maybe the free-to-play unit is like a Rage or Nature and Shenron. I don't know. Just give us more Shadow Dragons, and then we're gonna have a full team, unlike like Ginyu Force or something like that. So super attacks for Sin Shenron, 12 key I've gone for Dark Dragon Slaying Bullet, raise the attack and defense 1 turn and causes colossal damage to enemy, pretty standard. And then 18 key I've gone for Gigantic Blaze, so stacks attack and defense on 18 key and causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. If you guys remember, there was an EZA a while ago, or it was one of them EZAs they kind of bring out every so often, like a raid EZA, where you have to try and beat it to level 100, and there was a Sin or a Mega, I can't remember which one it was, on there that was like a tech type unit, and basically like the attack it did was actually a pretty up-to-date version, like the actual animations and stuff like that, and it was like an AoE super attack, so could be laying the seed all that time ago for this. I don't know. Passive skill for this guy, so I've gone defense 166, pretty standard. Attack plus 100 when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack 100 if it is an ultra super attack. High chance to stun the attacked enemy if there is a GT Heroes category enemy, and performs an additional super attack if performing an ultra super attack. So you get that 18 key, you get a guaranteed additional, which is going to be a super attack. It's going to be a 12 key super attack. So you do 2 super attacks per turn if you get an 18 key. Plus, in being AGL, I think you also can. I don't think you can max out on additionals. I think you can probably get max of 18 additional. I'm not too sure on an AGL unit, but you probably have some equipment and stuff that you can put on this guy. So you probably want to go additional, obviously, because you get the stack on the 18, but also you do get an extra little bit of buff on the 12, and then you could probably get 3 super attacks in 1 turn, which goes towards the active skill, which is Dragon Ball Absorption. Obviously, can be activated after launching 4 super attacks. So I think that is pretty much what Int Broly's is, the one from Same Day. I think that's pretty much word for word what Broly's active skill conditions are. So that's why I put this little bit in the end here, that it performs an additional super attack when you form an ultra super attack. So pretty much, if you had this guy turn 1 you'd have it, and you'd have him to be able to activate his active skill on turn 5. So this guy's probably more, I'd say, more built towards longer events than the Gogeta. The Gogeta is probably just an all-out powerhouse, but Shinran's probably built for longer events, I would say, the way I've made him anyway. So obviously he will absorb the Dragon Balls and become Omega Shenron. Obviously, we all know about Omega Shenron, pretty much. If you don't, where have you been? So super attacks for the Omega Shenron: 12 key Dragon Thunder, greatly raise attack and defense 1 turn, cause colossal damage, and with a great chance to stun. So 70% chance to stun the enemy. Which, if you've seen the episode where he uses Dragon Thunder, you'll know why he's got a great chance to stun. That does a number on my boy Vegeta's arm. 18 key minus power energy ball. I made this one a little bit OP, probably. You'll see with a Omega Shenron, I made it a tiny bit OP, maybe, but he is going to be on not a lot of teams, so it kind of is justified. So, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy, raises extreme class allies, especially allies there. Let me just quickly add that in. Yeah, attack 1 arm, it's not the best. There we go. Extreme class allies attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. So he has that support on his 18 key, which is pretty good. So passive for this guy, yeah, I kind of went a bit all out here. So attack and defense 170%. Standard, that's unconditional, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% per GT bosses category ally attacking in the same turn. So you'll get an extra 20%. Would that be, or would that be an extra 30% including him? Probably 20%. So you probably get 190 or 200%. Probably more so 190. Guards all attacks as the first attacker in its turn. So that will make it easier for you to get this off here. This raise extreme class allies attack and defense by 20%. You get that support off because you have guard. You have guard as the first attacker in turn. Key plus 1 per attack. Is that the right wording there? Key plus 1 per attack received. Key plus 1 when receiving. I don't know. Basically, you get key when you get hit. Max of 7 key. And then Shadow Dragons allies category. Or Shadow Dragons allies attack and defense 40%. So let me just break this down. Unconditional attack and defense, good. Additional attack and defense with GT bosses, allies, which you're probably going to have because you're probably going to run it on a GT boss team. Guards has first attacker in turn, and then gets key when it gets hit. So you can, if you have 6 hits at the start, you can get a couple of key. And you're probably going to be up there in terms of like 24 key, possibly. And then you have Shadow Dragons allies buffs as well. So you run this guy with maybe the STR EZA Omega Shenron. You run this guy with the Shadow Dragons from the Battlefield shop. You know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, that is my predictions, I want to say, for the Worldwide Celebration. It's been, I'd say, not leaked, but highly theorized and highly speculated that the next Dokkan Fest on JP is going to be a Baby Vegeta kind of thing, whether it's a Baby Vegeta 2, Super Baby 2 or whatever it's called, or just a Baby Vegeta that transforms all the way through. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, that pretty much almost confirms that it's going to be GT for Worldwide Celebration, because when you look at last year, I think even the year before that, so for the Gohan and Cell, the Dokkan Fest on JP before that was Piccolo, obviously in the Android Cell Saga. Last year, when you look at Vegito and Buhan, the unit before was Gohan on JP, I think. Again, Majin Buu Saga. Because I remember we had a moment on Global where we had obviously STR Vegito, and we had Buhan, then we had Gohan, then we had Gotenks and transforming Exchange Buu. So it kind of followed the theme there, and you know we've got GT for the Golden Week. We're getting GT probably next for JP. So probably getting GT next for the Worldwide Celebration. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because it's kind of late for me when I'm recording this. Anyway, you guys probably see this in a couple of days as of me recording this. But it's kind of late for me, so I'm going to get ahead and get going. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think it's going to be a GT celebration. If so, do you think it's going to be anything other than Gogeta and Shenron? I highly doubt it, but it's possible. Could happen. You know, anything can happen. It is Dokkan in 2021 after all, so anything can happen. But yeah, let me know other than that if you think it's not GT, what you think it's going to be, and also let me know if you can think of a better category for these guys, because Decisive Strike, yeah, it's the first thing that came to my mind when I was rushing around trying to think about it. But yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out there. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff, because it is, as always, very, very, very highly appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.